Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my youth day, Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up, I'm raw. This half they shake my hand, no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, their death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, their death go burn you.
I see Mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my youth day, Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up, I'm raw. This half they shake my hand, no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, their death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, their death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joints with the trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
Today. But the power confirmed with me as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And after you have voted for the open gate for the Biafra freedom, which is 100% vote, this charter has become a law. And the Biafra Helsinki Declaration 2024.
Biafra. So whether you like it or not, we are protecting our freedom has been discussed and have been getting it 100%, and that's why we are going home. Biafra is declared.
My story, I'm here. Overlook now. He got no photo. Me quere, he get queria. My hair quero. I get queria.
They must surely hear from us. What we are doing today is an historical event, which from the eternity, which can never be abolished. The land of Finland has given us that platform, which we have stand and build our the pillar of freedom of Biafra. We are the land of the future. Thank you for all your effort.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead.
This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work to. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Wherever they go, opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along Kusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the Pali boy, see no day for talk. See nothing for that. It better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work to. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Wherever they go, opposite Udi, but the right hand the side, along Kusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the
of David from the book of Psalm, chapter 7. And I will pray in English because a lot of people are listening all over the world. I mean, a lot. Millions are listening all over the world. And I want them to follow our proceedings this very evening. Very, very critical, very, very important that we do so. O Lord, my God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, we take refuge in you. Save and deliver us from all that pursue us. Because if you look away from us, they will tear us apart like a lion and rip us to pieces with no one to rescue us. Because the world is against Biafra for no reason. We are hated, we are despised for no discernible reason. Only thee, O Lord God Almighty in heaven, is our Savior, not man. You must come to our rescue because you are our Lord and you are our God. If we have done this, if I have done anything, if there is guilt on my hands, if I have repaid anybody, be it friend or an adversary, with evil or without cause, have done wrong to any man or woman, then let the Fulani Janjaweed pursue and overtake me. Let them trample down my life to the ground and make me sleep in the dust. Arise, O Elohim, Adonai El Shaddai, in your anger, rise up against the rage of the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate and the Zoological Republic. You will rise and you will fight for your children. You will awake, O Heavenly Father, Lord God Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the owner of the universe, for you must decree justice. Let your children and all men and of goodwill gather around you while you sit on top of your throne in the highest of the heavens, the habitation that only thee can ever occupy. Only you, O Heavenly Father, will judge the people. You will vindicate me, O Lord, you will vindicate IPOB, you will vindicate your children of Biafra, according to our righteousness, according to our integrity. O Most High, bring an end to the violence of the wicked, bring an end to Fulani Janjaweed violence in our land, bring an end to their abductions, bring an end to their kidnappings, bring an end to their extrajudicial slaughter of the innocent, bring an end to their forced conversion of Christians into Islam, bring to an end their mediocrity, bring to an end their senseless feudal rule, bring to an end their evil and their deception. Come and secure the righteous, because only you, O God Almighty in heaven, can see in the dark. Only you know the hearts of men. You are our shield. We have nobody. Between 67 and 1970, the whole world ganged up and fought against your children. We did not steal anything from anybody. We did not go after anybody's possession nor inheritance. We were on our own in the land that you gave to our ancestors. They conspired, they connived, they colluded to kill us. Over 5 million people. We are dead at the end of it. You are our shield. We do not trust in any man or in any state. We trust only in thee, because you are God and you always save the upright at heart. Anybody whose heart is clean, oh Heavenly Father, to those you do not abandon to their enemies. That is why you cannot abandon IPOB. That is why Biafra can never be abandoned. Because your words are yea and amen. You are God, you're not human. Facebook may have been bought over by Nigeria, and we pray that Twitter will not succumb to their threats and their violence. You are God, and you are an upright and a just judge. But you are also a God that displays his wrath every blessed day. If Fulani Janjaweed do not relent in what they are doing, if the Fulani Caliphate continues to pursue this scorched earth policy of abductions and murder and mayhem, then you, O Lord God in heaven, you will sharpen your sword, you will bend and string your bow, you will prepare your deadly weapons, you will make ready your flaming arrows. Whoever is pregnant with evil conceives trouble and gives birth to disillusionment. That is what is happening in the zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria is pregnant with evil because it conceived trouble and it has now given birth to disillusionment. All the holes that the Fulani Janjaweed are digging for us into that pit, they are falling into one after the other. The trouble that they have caused will always rebound on them. Their violence will come down on their own heads. O Heavenly Father, for we shall give thee thanks always, all the days of our lives, because only thee is righteous. We shall sing songs of praise unto your holy name, O Most High. For as long as there is a child on this earth of Biafran descent and heritage, O Heavenly Father, we shall worship your name and your name alone, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, that was our prayer this evening. We are now going to proceed without further hesitation to bring to you the gospel which I have been mandated by heaven to preach to the children of men. That are going to come. You know, Fulani has this very stupid and senseless pride in them. I know that their pride won't allow them, they must come. And remember, I will keep reminding you of this every blessed day. This Fulani army will die in Biafra land. They want to move them in. Maybe to start there, they are doing now is abduction. We are in the season of abduction. Very soon they will try their shoot at sight to see if it will work. But I'm not sure it is going to work for them again, considering that all the entire southern governors have now come together to issue a communique stating it very, very clearly that the way they have been handling things in the past hasn't moved the situation forward. Now what they're trying to do is to try to bring in a new measure. And I want to warn Fulani Janjaweed in Asarok, any measure you bring to our land, we're equal to it. Anything you bring, we are going to face you. You understand that very clearly. Okay? So it doesn't matter what the AIG does, what the IG does, and all these idiots. The more you move men down to the east, the more the north will be taken. But of course, I know it's all the part of the game plan. What they want to do is to emasculate, to intimidate, so we can become wretched, lily-livered cowards. We will now allow you to enter into our land or send us away from our land. We'll come maybe to IDP camps in Amazonia. But it's not going to happen, and you understand that very well. And as I told you, you will take the bait, you will come. We will lure you into our land, and your army will die there. And the places you left in the north, in Sharia, Kor, Arewa North, will be taken over by terrorists and criminals that will never, ever, ever listen to any of you. These are the things you must understand. So we are ready for you. Anytime you want, you can bring the game on. We are waiting for you. But you can never, ever have it easy anymore. All that thing that people come out, you open fire anyhow. You know that if you open fire on the people, you will be confronted there and then immediately. And you are going to die sooner than later. You will also perish. So now you understand. It doesn't matter what you announce or what you're not announcing, but we are assuring you that you are not going to prevail nor succeed in intimidating the children of God into submission. It cannot happen. You can try that nonsense elsewhere. It will work for you. But you see, in the East, it can never ever work. Never ever work. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because when tyranny, as somebody said, when tyranny becomes a law for the government, massive rebellion becomes a mandate for the people. Because you cannot keep pushing us to the wall all the time, pushing us to the limits, massacring innocent civilians over and over and over again, and you don't expect them to fight back. You must be foolish. I want to remind all the intellectuals and sophisticated morons, all of them, go back a few years ago. The slaughter, the killing of IPOB family members, peaceful protesters, Shia protesters, and SARS. Every time army and police will come, they open fire. None of you will talk. But now in our land, they are always looking behind their backs. They don't know where death is coming from. Because I assure them, they are all going to perish. The people telling you that they have a plan to secure the East, Southeast and South-South, according to them. Armed robbers invaded Asarok. So we are led to believe. Only under this regime, something unheard of in the whole world. It's never been, I don't know where these Nigerians, I don't know who gave them their brain. Maybe it was picked from the dustbin. I have no idea. Some of you may have dismissed this issue of armed robbery in Asarok, but I want you to understand something. It's never happened anywhere before in the history of the world or modern governance. Never ever happened before. They said they ransacked the chief of staff home, Ibrahim Gambari, and Abubakar Maikano, and they stole valuable assets. That is how corrupt the Fulani people are. I told you before that is something the Fulanis they have perfected over the years. When they finish draining any particular department of parastatal dry, they set it alight to destroy every incriminating evidence. I am sure that whatever they may have stolen from the homes of Ibrahim Gambari and this Abubakar Maikano could be financial instruments worth billions of dollars belonging to the people. If you ask, oh, armed robbers came, how can armed robbers, if armed robbers can, or should I say, unknown gunmen enter into Asarok to go and steal state valuables? Now tell me which part of the zoo is safe. They did not sit down to say to themselves, let us look for a way to strategize and devise new security approach to Asarok to guard it. It's Southeast and South-South they're interested in the East, Biafra. And newspapers and their editors publish this type of junk every blessed day. And I'm asking them, they have no shame, honestly. Armed robbers came to the seat of government to steal and walked away free. You shamelessly came out to announce that you are devising a new strategy for the East. You have not been able to devise a strategy to keep yourself safe inside Asarok. That is how they reason. It is supposed to be the most secure place in Nigeria. It is now every man for himself. That is why I commend Governor Autumn for what they have done. I will ask the southern governors, when next your meeting, invite your middle belt counterparts, and you see that the zoo will collapse within 2 weeks. Not just collapse. All those things that you have been asking for, they will give it to you. That is why all of you must come to the fullness, or should I say, to the realization that you must, without fail, keep on doing what you're doing in terms of defending your land. You must defend your land. Look at people suggesting. I mean, can you go to to, how can I put it, to a gate man in a hospital and ask them to administer any form of treatment because you found them at the gate. Because you found them at the gate of a hospital. These people that are gate men in a hospital, you are prescribing a remedy that you cannot even yourself inculcate into the plan to keep your own self safe. You're not safe, but you're busy dishing out directive to go to, we now have a new plan. I'm asking the IG of police, go and secure Asorok first. Go and secure Abuja, where children are no longer going to school. Go and secure Abuja first. Go and recover Medugri. Go and recover parts of Yobe. Go and recover parts of Zamfara from the same terrorists that you groomed before suggesting how peace can be restored in the East. If you want to use that as a cover to bring in your army, they're going to die there anyway, so there's no need. I will not discuss myself on this. Bring them now, you're going to see. And I want to warn our Oduduwa brothers, and I made it very clear to the activists last night, that the Fulanis imported a lorry load of arms and ammunition, and the containers were being escorted by the military last night, and they offloaded this very consignment somewhere in Oshodi. But I'll come to that later on. I will give you the full details of exactly what transpired. And that was why Tinubu said that we had planned to bomb Lagos, something that is undoable in a billion years. In a billion years. They think we are very good students of contemporary history. We know the history of the war. I know personally how people from the West viewed the move by Biafran army to go and capture the seat of power or to neutralize them. It wasn't even an army of conquest to conquer Yoruba people, of course not. It was heading straight to Dodan Barracks in those days to go and neutralize them. I know personally how my Yoruba friends have explained to me their trepidation and their fear over that very expedition led by Banjo then. We know. So we cannot try anything stupid. We can never, ever, ever, not on this earth, antagonize our Yoruba brethren. Our Oduduwa brethren. It's impossible. We can never do it. We meet all the time. We have meetings all the time. So how can we? Are you telling me that all those gallant men in OPC, all those gallant men all over Yoruba land, they cannot do any work? If we agree that they should go and start, disturbing those who are disturbing them, they have more than enough men to do it. More than enough to do it. We don't have to go there. But they lied as usual, as they always do. As they always do. As they always do. But in the north, what is happening? Some of you must be aware of what DSS is doing in and around Abuja. And do you also know that DSS, they also get a cut of the ransom? Are you aware of that? Do you know that the DSS or SSS, they should be properly referred to, do you know that they get a share from bandits? So Fulani people are not even happy owning all the oil wells, controlling the Ministry of Finance, controlling Asura, controlling almost everybody, controlling the defense budget. How many of you here are aware that the daughter of Abba Kyari is the one responsible for all Nigeria's investment abroad? It's called sovereign wealth. Investment in stock markets all over the world is the daughter of Abba Kyari. They control everything. Federal inland revenue, every source of finance minister is always Fulani. Even when you plant your joro, or you plant maize, or you plant cabbage or carrot, the same Fulani terrorists will come and destroy it, use it to feed their cattle, and kidnap you in the process. Even that little money you have made by selling maize or yam or cabbage or watermelon, you now use it to pay the same Fulani to release your child, release your father, or release your mother back to you safely. Do you see what is happening? And you'll be astonished. I don't know why the mainstream media in the zoo doesn't want to give this very particular piece of news the coverage that it deserves. How we receive weapons from DSS agents and share the gains by Fulani bandits, Fulani terrorists. DSS that is busy abducting people. Oh, they want us to go into kidnapping and armed robbery as well. That's what they want. So we can start sharing the money. Okay, that's what they're looking for. They are, as I'm speaking to them, they are now in Aba and everywhere, claiming they are implementing security strategy. But the same DSS, I don't know why their National Assembly, I have no idea why these people should not be investigated, prosecuted, and shut down. DSS. Instead of contributing to making your lives as safe as it can be within the contraption, they are making it worse. I'll read it for you. They told a German television, Deutsche Welle, in a recent report that they borrow money from DSS agents. And who are the people in charge of DSS? Fulani. Who are the people borrowing guns and ammunition from DSS? Fulani terrorists. That is why the South must understand they are all in this whole thing together. They're all in it together. As the security is worsening in Nigeria, armed bandits terrorizing different parts of the country have made a startling revelation to the German, I think it is the flagship media in Germany, Deutsche Welle, that they have been receiving weapons from operatives of DSS. You see their DSS, you see them with their uniform DSS. They are worse than bandits. These are hardened criminals, and none of them are Fulani. Very, very sadly. The criminals told Deutsche Welle in a recent report that they borrow weapons from the state agents and then go to work to share the ill-gotten gains together. They go, you pay ransom, they go to school. Now I know the reason why they keep sending that terrorist Sheikh Gumi to go and negotiate. They know where they are. DSS will not go and get them or mount a rescue operation to release those who have been kidnapped. Instead, they are waiting for you to pay the ransom. They will tell Sheikh Gumi, tell them to pay, tell them to pay. It's dicey. Operationally, it's not difficult. The terrain is, there is a valley, there is a hill. Talking rubbish. Then you give that 100 million naira ransom to the bandits. DSS will collect their own cut. Maybe take their guns or say, oh, boys, well done. In the same one Nigeria. In the same one Nigeria. Now the world knows because Deutsche Welle carried it. That thing we have been saying for years that all the Fulani cabal that are in it together, every Fulani person in any sensible position in government is part of this very grand conspiracy to overwhelm all of you. If you don't submit to their will willingly, they will use every tactics, including terror, to get it from you. Now the whole world knows, including the government of the USA, the EU, the UK, Japan, Russia, China, everyone now is fully aware of the fact that Nigerian security forces are the ones fueling insecurity for financial benefits. It is here in the news. Go and Google it, it is very clear. Insecurity, how we receive weapons from DSS agents and share the gains. These are Fulani people, perhaps from Timbuktu, telling Deutsche Welle. And all of you are there shouting one Nigeria, making the Janjaweed feel that you need them, whereas they are the ones that need us to survive. I have asked you this thing before. Go and read the amalgamation document. Lugard made it very, very clear. The reason why we are amalgamating the North and the South is because the North is poor. They have nothing. Till today, they still have nothing. These are the things you must bear in mind. The time we are live and direct, for those who are peddling, I'll come to that thief, Bola made it later on, to those writing junk that Interpol is looking for Nnamdi Kanu. He fled from London. The time now is 7:55, live. Interpol.
We are encouraging everybody who is backsliding to wake up. Wake up. Izombe, thank you very much. Izombe Bombay. Izombe killing. You must understand the reason why the sit at home must continue, whether they like it or not, until they treat us the way they are treating the people in the North.
let us crash the economy. Anything you can do to crash this economy of Nigeria, bring it down until they begin to treat us the way they are treating Boko Haram. And we are not Boko Haram, and we are not terrorists. We are fighting for freedom, and our fight is legal. Under international law, under Africa Charter for Human and People's Rights. So, under which law are these Boko Haram fighting? Can they tell us? Can they tell us under which law? What is the under which law they are fighting? Under which law? We need to know under which law Boko Haram is fighting. There is no law. There is no law that backed them. There is no law that backed Boko Haram. There is no law that backed ISIS. They have no backing, they have no legal backing whatsoever. But we do. We are fighting for self-determination. And this first self-determination to protect the land against foreign invaders, the law gives us right to use arms. Are you aware of that? And we are not even yet using the arms. The law gave us right under Article 21, under Article 20, 21 of the African Human and People's Rights. African Charter of Human and People's Rights gave us right to use arms, because what the word of that particular article say is that liberation force. Liberation force. To fight against foreign domination. Foreign domination. What we are witnessing in Nigeria today is foreign domination. It is a complete foreign domination, Fulani and non-Nigerians. So it falls under that law. That is why, you see, if left for me, believe me, by now, Nigeria will be on fire. Nigeria will be, because these people, you don't treat them with heat glove. You don't treat them with pure water. You don't treat them with cold water. We need to put the Nigeria on fire to liberate ourselves. Look at Ethiopia. What is happening there? You know, when we are saying this thing, people are, look at Ethiopia. Go to Ethiopia. Go and search news. Go and read the news in Ethiopia. What is going on there? We don't continue to romance these things. Romance these things. Insulting us, cajoling us, treating us anyhow. You can imagine when they come, when you have set a precedent, they are now accusing us that our elders are setting a very bad precedent. So I want to prove this video for you to understand what has been going on. This has been going on since 2015. Only once, our elders went to Abuja. It becomes problem to the north. Only once. Just for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it becomes a problem to them. They are organizing press conference. They are castigating it. They are saying the Igbos want a tribal war. They are saying the Igbos want to destroy Nigeria. They are saying, for only one time, we ask for favor. That is not even a favor, by the way. It is not even a favor. If we want to ask for favor, we would want Dumeme, the kidnapper, released. It is part of it. Because he committed crime. Dumeme, what is the name? The kidnapper.
Evans.
The kidnapper. In fact, left for me, I would go for his release. I would fight and say, let them release him, because if they can release Boko Haram, who have killed thousands of people, why can't they release the Dumeme? For us, he's our criminal. He is our own criminal. Evans. Why can't they release Evans? They sentence Evans to death by hanging. Now tell me, Evans' crime and this Boko Haram crime, which one is more grave? Which one is more grave? They are all the same. Evans' own is even, so if I ask you now, which crime now is more grave, or more aggravated? Which one is more aggravated? Is it Wadume? Is it Evans? Is it Boko Haram? But we have not heard about Wadume. Wadume has not been sentenced to life imprisonment or by hanging. But Evans already collected his own verdict. So if we are going for Evans now, they will say we are looking for favor. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are not looking for favor. It is not a favor. Because you cannot sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under Nigerian law. It is impossible. So the only thing we are asking now is that don't waste time. Because at the end of the day, you are still going to release him. That is just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What we are asking is that there is no need to waste time, holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because you cannot sentence him, you cannot convict him anyway. Like the one we saw was Rike people, 15 good years. 15 good years. At the end of the day, they acquitted them. Because you can't convict anybody under Nigerian law for self-determination. You can't. So the only thing they will do is to delay and adjourn and adjourn and adjourn. Just what they are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Adjourn case till January, adjourn case till that day. And now he has spent 4 months, more than 4 months. No trial. More than 4 months. No trial. And upon that, they committed crime against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They tortured him. It's a crime punishable under international law. They committed extraordinary rendition. Kidnapping by the state is a very serious crime under international law. And we're going to sue a hell out of them already. That one is going on already. So we are not actually asking for favor to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But if we go for advance, that is where we were going to look for favor, because he committed the crime. But the question now is, what about those, even the kidnappers, Fulani kidnappers that are, how many of them have been sentenced? None. Every day they are kidnapping and abducting people in Abuja as Kaduna Expressway. Nobody they have never arrested anybody. Tomorrow you hear they are bombing there. Tomorrow, because before they go there to bomb there, they gave them information, they all disappeared. We know the game.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. Thank you for joining us. You are welcome wherever you are connecting to us. I welcome you to the amazing program. Thank you for joining. If you are joining us from any part of the world, from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand, you are joining us from Russia, you're joining us from Israel, or you're joining us from any part of the world, I welcome you and I say thank you for being part of the program this morning. It is another wonderful day and we have come to do what we know how to do best. Most importantly, we are here once again to speak for the freedom of the Biafran people. Remember that in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come to this platform to preach hate. We do not come to this platform to attack people or individuals. We don't come to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is strictly to speak about the freedom of the Biafran people. That is our concern, how we are going to be free. What we do in this platform is to present Biafra as a remedy to the world. We present Biafra as a remedy to the international communities. We present Biafra as a remedy to the failed state, Nigeria. And that we will continue to do. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, do not get discouraged. continue to remain consistent and continue to pursue the freedom until we are free. You're welcome once again. And on today's program, we are going to speak about a very important issue, a topic that is very, very important now that everybody is weighing in and adding their own voices. And I expect everyone here to also add their voice and do your own part in your own little way, wherever you are, to join and do what you have to do. If you want to make a contribution, you're going to see the link. You follow the link and join me on stage. The only thing that qualifies you to join us here is for you to be a human being with conscience. As long as you are human with conscience, you are welcome. Everyone has the right to express themselves. You are entitled to your opinion. I'm not here to gag you. I'm not here to direct you or teach you what to do. All I do here is to bring out fact, to engage in constructive argument and allow the people to decide whatever they want to do. My duty here is not to force you to do something, no. It is to open your mind to some legitimate argument, to open your mind to legitimate reasoning. The decision remains in your hand to take. But try as much as possible to listen to us with an open mind. That is one thing we are lacking in the present day agitation. Many of us are not having that open mind. Even before you go to a program, you have already concluded in your mind what you want to believe, which is your right. But even though you have concluded on what you want to believe or what you want to trust, keep it to yourself. Don't use it as a distraction to others. But if you want to make something good out of the program and not waste your time, when you join the program, join with an open mind. Listen to every single argument that is going to be made. Even after watching, you can still go back on your own time and listen to it over and over again. Then make up your mind what your decision may be. Because whatever decision you take today, there will be a consequence. And when you will be facing the consequence of your decision, you're not going to blame anybody. You're not going to blame me. You're not going to blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa for whatever decision you have taken or the consequence. That is why you have to listen to us with an open mind. Digest the information and apply your common sense. Then, and only then, you can make a justified decision that you can stand by. That whatever comes out of it, you will face it and say, yes, I took the decision. It won't be in a case where you say, oh, I did this because my friend did that. I said this because my friend said that. It will be a shame if that is the line of argument you want to follow. It is much, much better if you take your decision and stand by it and defend it at any given point in time without hesitation. So I welcome everyone that have joined us today, and I applaud you to use open mind in this very program today so that we can be able to get somewhere. So the title for the program today says Betrayal. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. Igbo leaders and the world must speak now. 20th October protest. Betrayal. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. Igbo leaders and the world must speak now. 20th October protest. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you are watching this program from, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of the program. We have come once again to do what we know how to do best, or what we have learned how to do. And we will continue to do our best, no matter what happens. Whether they block us, whether they shadow ban us, whatever they do, as long as I can still log into my very platform. The only time I will stop broadcasting is when I cannot be able to log into my platform anymore. Then You will not see me online. But as long as I still have a platform where I can talk about Biafra and speak to Biafran people, it doesn't matter how they shadow ban me, it doesn't matter how they restrict me, I will continue to speak until my last breath. Because Biafra is a matter of life and death. It is not something that I'm doing for someone. I am doing this for myself, for my generation unborn, for my own children. And I will play this. If this is the only thing I will do, I will have to do it until the last day. So, my fellow Biafrans, we have come today to speak on this very issue that concerns every one of us, issue that has to do with the Biafran people, because we will never stop speaking. We will never stop talking. We will never allow them to chase us out. We will never allow them to dehumanize us. We will never allow them to misdirect us. We will never allow them to overcome us with fear. This very morning, afternoon, evening, according to you, wherever you are located, my fellow Biafrans, freedom lovers across the world, all the truth seekers on the planet Earth, we speak on a topic that shakes the foundation of justice and humanity. The continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and the dangerous silence of those who should be defending truth, freedom, and human rights. While Nigeria continued to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegally in DSS custody, despite multiple court rulings ordering his release, both Igbo politicians, Igbo political elites, the so-called international community remain mute. This silence has consequence. The silence of the politicians in Igbo land, the silence of the elites, the silence of the international community has consequence. Not just for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but for Nigeria, for Biafra, and for entire African struggle for freedom. It doesn't matter what you think. You can hate us as Biafrans. You can like us as Biafrans. You can preach your evil message against us. You can imprison us. You can attack us. It doesn't make any change. It doesn't change the fact that the continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has consequence. And Nigeria should be ready for that. Nigeria's own court ruling, including the Court of Appeal judgment that discharged and acquitted him in 2022. And yet, they continue to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. International law, particularly the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention decision, which called for his unconditional release and compensation and gave 6 months ultimatum. Yet, Nigerian government ignores it. They did nothing since 2022. The African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights, which Nigeria is signatory to, supports self-determination. But in all of this, Nigeria ignores every single thing that has to do with humanity and rights. By ignoring these legal instruments, the Nigerian government sends a dangerous message that the rule of law means nothing and that power, not justice, rules. And the world is sitting back and they are watching. When Biafrans rise up, they talk. When we call for sit at home, there's an outrage. When we make a move, they begin to cry and shout. We ask for freedom, they criminalize us. We ask for the release of our political detainees, they criminalize us. We call for a peaceful, civil disobedience. They criminalize it. They turn it violent. Nigeria should prepare and be ready to face the consequence of their action. Biafrans have been beaten so much that people who are supposed to speak have lost their voice. Biafrans who are supposed to speak in Biafra land have lost their voice. No single one of them has a voice to speak, to demand for the right of the people. Today, you can imagine that it's somebody who is not from Biafra land. A different person from another ethnic group is the person that is having the courage to call for the right of the Biafran people. First, it was a person from the Middle Belt, not Plateau State to be precise. Someone from a Plateau State that was able to call for a mega protest on the 1st of October, which they attacked and quelled. Today again, we are seeing another mega protest to protest in Asorok. And that call was made by somebody who is not an Igbo person. Omoyele Sowore, to be precise. It took Omoyele Sowore to make that call for a mega protest, to drag in the politicians in Biafra land. Today, they have succeeded in taking away our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, who is detained in Finland. Finnish authority joined Nigeria to criminalize self-determination, and they take Mazi Nnamdi away. Initially, it was Mazi Nnamdi that was putting this pressure on these politicians by fire, by force, giving them the language they understand. And that made them to open their mouth and begin to speak about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even though most of them were not sure, but they were saying it. When the pressure became too much, just the same way they contributed money and wrote petitions against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and supported his kidnapping, the same way they supported that of Simon Ekpa. And Simon Ekpa was taken away. And all this while, we have been talking of pressure. As it stands today, there is no single person who can be able to activate that pressure on Nigerian government. No single individual, anyway, that can do it. I have done so many programs here on increasing pressure. And after I did that program, was it last week, this call came in. Pressure can come from any angle. And today, the pressure we are seeing today is coming from somebody who is not even a Biafra. First, somebody from a Plateau State. Today, Omoyele Sowore, a Yoruba man by tribe, even though he's also a Biafran. It took Omoyele Sowore to make a mega call for a march, not just a march to Asorok, and he challenged all the politicians in Biafra land to come out. It is not just lip service. Come and put your boot on the ground. He threw that challenge, and the date have been given, 20th of October, 7 a.m. 20th of October, 7 a.m., a march to Asorok. That challenge was thrown. That anyone who still care about humanity and care about the Biafra issue, and if you are sincere on the call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come out and march. As long as you are in that nation, from governor to the least politician, from the governors to the least politician, ministers. And it was a very shameful thing that even when Sowore put call across to some of them, they were giving excuses. This is something they are supposed to do. They did not do it. Someone else did it, and when he put call across, they were giving excuses. They were all giving excuses. Surprisingly, even in the response, we saw that the people who are responding are people you never expect they will respond. We have gotten a response. Atiku Abubakar weighed in and supports that very protest. I do not care whether he is serious, whether it is politically motivated or not. I don't care. You know, some of us are very fond of picking out the negative. Every time you say a word, they capitalize on the negative. They say, oh, Atiku Abubakar, you know, let him do it for whatever reason. You that is a Biafra, do it for your own self-hatred. Open your goddamn mouth and speak. Is it not a shame that among all those idiots that claim to be heavyweights, elites in Biafra, none of them have issued a statement to join that very protest? But Atiku Abubakar, another man. Atiku Abubakar, another man, have weighed in. He has weighed in. And he supports the protest. But in the Biafra land, where are those people who claim to be politicians, your speakers? Where are they? Where is Oju Zokalo? Oju Zokalo, who is from Abia State, where is he? I am asking, where is Oju Zokalo? Did you hear any statement from him? Of course not. We did not hear any statement from him. And so many other politicians who are there. It is very shameful that even the man who say he is whatever, deputy whatever in Senate, did not issue any statement. When he was contacted directly by Omoyele Sowore, he was giving excuses that he's going to London. And he was even trying to water down the protest, that he wants to go and meet the Attorney General. A meeting that had happened time and time again, that yielded no fruit. And now in time of protest, he is talking trash. It is a shame, a very big shame, that today it took outsiders to make our voice heard. Our people are not even bold enough. In the call that was made by Sowore, the only people that have come out clearly to give support is the Honorable Obi Agwocha, who is the representative of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu constituency in the House of Rep. The man that raised the issue in the House of Rep that they shut down. That man threw his whole weight behind Omoyele Sowore and say he is going to be there. That he supported 1,000 times. He will support it again and again and again. That is the only man that came out and gave a genuine support that we know that is serious. Honorable Obi Agwocha declared full support for Sowore's free Nnamdi Kanu peaceful march on October 20th. A march to Asorok. It took Omoyele Sowore to make that move. And now he is the one now calling them on phone to join. Challenging them to come, not only to come and sit and build billboard or say, oh, he'll be released. He made a call up to the governor of Abia State. He called him. Agwocha was the one that wheeled in. Another person that gave a positive response was Abaribe. Abaribe gave a positive response that he's going to be there. Where are the other people in the House of Assembly? The deputy of the House of Rep is from Abia State, from the state of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That idiot was called by Omoyele Sowore and he was given an excuse. He was even trying to play down the whole thing to confuse Omoyele Sowore to stop the protest. Another unexpected person that weighed in is our brother and elder, Uwazurike. Uwazurike weighed in and said he's going to be in the front line. The people you never expected. Awazirike did, even he made his own and said it on video that he's going to be on the front line. That he's going to be in the front line. And I'm going to try to look for his video and present the video of our elder, Awazirike. I don't care what you think about Awazirike. I do not care what he has done in the past. As I have always said, always try to look at the positive in everything you see. Some of us are very negative-minded. You think you are the smartest person. That everybody come. Mazi Simon Ekpa himself said, anything that can make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, he will support it. He said it on video. I have played the video here several times. Where Mazi Simon Ekpa said, anything, including the political solution, even if it will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he's not against it. That was the message of Mazi Simon Ekpa, which he preached on video. But some of us are very negative. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, when a governor does something that is right, he supports him and acknowledges it. When a criminal that is against Biafra does something that is right, he will support it, applaud him. That does not mean that when you misbehave, he will not call you out. When you misbehave, he will hammer you. And that is how it is. No permanent enemy and no permanent friend. Awazirike wedding and Awazirike case, he spoke on video. Let me see if I can find the video of Awazirike. What he said about the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he's going to be in the front line. He wants to be there. Awazirike said he wants to be there. And he even went ahead to say that wasn't even the first time he made that move. He has said for a very long time that he's ready to come and be a testifier for the defense team. None of us heard about that. We didn't hear about that. He said that he told the lawyer
to the court appearance of Nnamdi Kanu today and listen to the representations made by his lawyers, and which to say that I want to be part of any peaceful demonstration in Abuja or anywhere in Nigeria for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I personally reached out to Barrister Lawyer Ejimako long ago, telling him that I would want to be one of the witnesses, defense witnesses to Nnamdi Kanu. Recently, just about last week, I reminded him of my desire to be one of the defense witnesses to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can ask a lawyer, Jimako. I told him. So, for this new development, I want to be part of it. I'm ready to go to Abuja or any part of Nigeria where such demonstrations will take place. I will be part of it, provided it is anchored on non-violence, peaceful protests. I will be there, and I mean it. I will personally be there. This is not all about Nnamdi Kanu. This is about Igbo. If anybody thinks that Nnamdi Kanu is being humiliated today, no. It's Igbo that are being humiliated. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu.
And I agree with Awazirike 100%. The humiliation is not about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The humiliation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name is facing today is about Igbo. It is about the Igbo race. The humiliation, the disgrace, the insult is to all Igbo people. But some of these idiots think it's about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That it took an outsider to make this call. Somebody like Sowore, Omoyele Sowore, it took Omoyele Sowore to make this call for the mega protest to Asorok. And he didn't stop in the call. Omoyele Sowore was putting call across to every single one of them. Omoyele Sowore was putting call across to every one of them to reach out to them. so that they can be able to join this. So many of them refuse to pick their call. So many refuse to pick their call. He sent texts, they never replied. Some that picked the calls were given excuses. These are Igbo politicians. Igbo politicians. Surprisingly, look at the people who have volunteered to come out. The people that added their voice were even people you don't expect. Atiku Abubakar from the north support the protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our brother Wazirike says he is ready to be in the front line. That even before now, he has called Aloy Ejimako that he want to be among the testifiers in the defense counsel, the witness for defense. Even though we have not had this all this while, but he said it in video. And Aloy Ejimako was the one who posted this and advertised it, which means it is true. But all these idiots who are walking round and round making noises, they come in the morning, they tell you free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they go in the night and they say don't free him. Some of them build billboard and they go to sleep. He took an outsider. And the people who claim to represent, do you think it's about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The insult is about the Igbo people. Assault to Igbos. Assault to Igbo, one of the 3 major languages in that isolated country, have been assaulted, abused, disregarded, and none of them is showing any sign of reacting. Let's listen to Wazirike.
Nothing like terrorism, this and that, nothing like that. When my men were being killed in the streets of Southeast, were they terrorists? What did they do? When Nnamdi Kanu, when Ojukwu was declared to be arrested by DSS, simply because he said he supported Wazirike. He was given a one-way ticket, economy class, to Abuja. What did he do? It was just to humiliate Igbo by commanding our leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, to proceed to Abuja on a one-way ticket, economy class. So all these things, I know them very well. It has got nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. It has to do with Igbo. To tell us that we don't matter in Nigeria and that we could be treated anyhow. If you talk of terrorism charge or whatever, how can you be negotiating with terrorists from another tribe, one tribe, and keeping into prison terrorists from another tribe? Where's the justice? So it has not got, it has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. It has to do with the injustice rooted in Nigeria against Igbo. That is why I will be there. That's why I will be there. It could be anybody else. It could be anybody else. It has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu, terrorism, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. It has everything to do with Igbo. The situation of Igbo in Nigeria, the humiliation of Igbo in Nigeria, and everybody is affected. We have to do this because of the future of our children. I will be there. Thank you.
I cannot agree less with Wazirike. He just nailed it. What he said is just what it is. It is humiliation to you. If you cannot even come because of Wazirike, come because of your own nation. Even humiliation. But eventually, all the Lilivar people have run away. None of them want to show interest. The places where we are getting interest, look at Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar is showing interest. He has written openly. This is somebody who is contesting for presidency. What about your brother P2B? What has he said? What has P2B said openly in support of that very protest? Nothing. P2B will not like to say anything Until when it becomes so difficult, when he sees that everybody has now come out and it's safe for him. In that same Nigeria, we saw Muhammad Buhari being appointed as a spokesperson for Boko Haram, and yet he became a president. But in terms of an Igbo man, you de-associate yourself from your people who are innocent, fighting for genuine things. A terrorist organization appointed Muhammad Buhari as a spokesperson. Terrorists appointed Muhammad Buhari as a spokesperson, and he accepted. He spoke on their behalf and later became a president. But your brother that is fighting for a legitimate right, self-determination, you will not support him. You will not speak about him because you don't want to lose your election. Look at Omoyele Sowore, who is speaking. He's also contesting for presidency. How many Igbo people who are in power have spoken? What did Dave Umahi say? Did you hear any report, any result from Dave Umahi? You will not. These are the people that have making sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released ever. The Hope who's on the Madden, the Dave Umahi, the Peter Mbas, members of the Half Assembly around the world. What are they saying? None of them is uttering a statement. Instead, we are hearing statements from people who are not even Biafra, and people you less suspect that they will speak. It is sad and very, very sad. And I bet you it is not going to end well for Nigeria. For the abuse of human rights and the insult on the Igbo nation, Nigerian government is not going to go free. Never, ever. This continued detention is not just a violation of one man's right. It is not. Ignoring these legal instruments that have been put in place, that they have signed up to. Nigeria has signed many treaties on human rights abuse, arbitrary detentions, and the United Nations arbitrary whatever. Yet, they violate all these laws. This continued detention is not just a violation of one man's rights. It is a symbol of Nigerian failed justice system and its deep-seated fear of truth. Fear of truth, the greatest. That was why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that he is going to destroy Nigeria with truth, and that truth has brought the Sioux to their knees. That truth has brought Nigeria to their knees, and they will never, ever, ever rise again. It doesn't matter how they try. They will never rise again. For this continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is going to be a very grievous consequence. And Nigeria has to prepare for the consequence of continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There will be consequence. For the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there will be consequence. Take it to the bank. There will be. And Nigeria should be prepared for what is coming. One of the consequences of the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is radicalization and distrust. Radicalization and distrust. There will be more radical Biafrans coming out. And Biafrans will never, ever, ever trust Nigerian judicial system. The illegal detention has deepened anger and hopelessness across the southeast Biafra land. Many young Biafrans now see peaceful dialogue as useless. That is what it is. Peaceful dialogue is as useless as anything you can think about. Breeding frustrations and potential radicalization. That is where we are today. You think by continuation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you quench the fire of Biafra. You are only igniting the fire in every one of us. You are only grooming us to be stronger than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are only giving building many Mazi Nnamdi Kanus. You are creating more Mazi Nnamdi Kanus that you can't even match yourself to. From the first day when you took him away, you didn't know that Mazi Nnamdi would be around. And now that you have maneuvered and you take Mazi Nnamdi Simon Ekpa, I think you have silenced him. You think you succeeded. What is coming, you cannot be able to handle it. You think by silencing Mazi Nnamdi Simon Ekpa with your criminals that you can what is coming, you can't match it. Another consequence that Nigeria is about to face, and we continue to fail, lose credibility. Nigeria has lost credibility completely. They have lost credibility. Nigerians' claim to democracy and respect for human rights has collapsed before the world's eyes. The whole world can see it. The international community silence only makes them complicit in injustice. It is very clear that Nigeria does not have anything called democracy. Nigeria does not respect the rule of law. Nigeria does not have anything called human rights. Humanity is dead. In that name called Nigeria, humanity is dead. And that is why the international community silence only makes them complicit in this very injustice. And it is high time they speak, because everyone is going to face the consequence of this silence. Everybody will get a share of it. Another consequence that they have to face, and they are already facing today, social and economic breakdown. Social and economic breakdown. You are going to see more of it going forward. You are going to see more of it. The ongoing tension affects business, security, stability in Igbo land. The economy of the region continues to suffer because injustice breeds unrest. Every single thing that is happening today is anchored on the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can think anything you can, including the insecurity that is being sponsored by federal government of Nigeria. Federal government of Nigeria built that insecurity around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They did it by themselves. They knew that taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu away is not going to be easy, that Biafrans are not going to take it with a key glove. They know very well, and they went ahead and did it, creating tension in Biafra land as we speak. The consequence of this madness has also made us to know that there is no need having any faith in leadership. There is no faith in leadership, either in Igbo leadership, either in political leadership, in Nigerian leadership. We have no faith in it, and we will never ever have any faith in it anymore. Not anymore. Igbo political elites have lost moral legitimacy. Just imagine the call that was made by somebody who is not Igbo, Omoyele Sowore. The Ohaneze Ndohi Nandama, they were too quick to go and endorse Turubu. Ohaneze Ndohi Nandama, they were too quick to go and put ransom on Mazi Simon Ekpa and the innocent son, the good man, who was fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They put ransom on him so quick. They put the first one, the second one, they increased it. And they were so quick to congratulate Nigerian government for the successful maneuver with Finland to take down Mazi Simon Ekpa. They were so quick to do that. But look at today. Even when a call was made by someone else to come and march to Asarok for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, none of them have any response. We have not had any response from them. Their refusal to speak for their own people makes them appear self-serving, disconnected from the suffering of the Biafrans. That is what it is. They are 100% disconnected with the suffering of the Biafran people. And they are only serving themselves. the Igbo politicians, the Igbo elites, the Ohanese Ndohin and Dama, these people are serving themselves. They are not serving the Biafrans. They are only there for their own selfish and personal interests. And they should be prepared to face the consequence of the continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another thing they have to prepare for, the consequence, is strengthening of the Biafran spirit. As you continue to detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are giving us more fuel and energy to see reason why we must continue to fight for Biafra. As you continue to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are giving us more reasons. Every child of Biafra, every genuine Biafra, every genuine Igbo person, more especially, every genuine Igbo man, you are giving them the reason to add their own voice and pursue the self-determination. You are making them understand that whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said in the past are nothing but the truth, that there is no hope for us anyway, except through self-determination. Continue to detain him. Ironically, Kanu's continuous imprisonment is fueling the Biafra cause even more. His silence in detention has become louder than Nigerian propaganda. I have said it time and time again. They thought they would silence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They thought they would silence Mazi Simon Ekpa. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa is speaking to more than 50 million Biafrans every day. They are speaking even louder. They have even had more voice than ever. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still speaking to Biafrans across board. You see so many of us playing his voice over and over again, repeating his quotations over and over, playing the voice of Mazi Simon Ekpa over and over, repeating their quotations over and over again. I do that in every of my program. That is giving them the voice. You can't stop it. You cannot. Every day he remained detained, more people awaken to the truth of his message. The more you continue to detain him, you are giving more people reasons to resonate with the message of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. They have always been right. They have always been right. Even today, everyone is focused in Nigeria in the sense that Mazi Simon Ekpa is in Europe. And we are waiting for the appeal to be called up and we fight on that appeal. We are not forgetting it. We are looking on it and we are following it. And when the time comes, we are going to take it head on. It doesn't matter what the enemies are doing. It doesn't matter what the enemies say. It doesn't matter what they want to say. We will continue to move and push it until the needful is done. You're welcome, my sister Victoria Wenke. Go ahead and talk to us, Victoria. I know you don't have all the time. Go ahead and speak to us, our sister Victoria.
Good morning, Mazi.
You're welcome.
Good morning, good morning, everyone. Mazi, since all this wide, Adam Abatanos na egere because him na fusi nebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na abamanya mmiri. So nsika Mazi m nga contribute nsika na egerebe. Mana asikwa m ka m just batakwa this morning sigi were opportunity ya nwe na bakwa agụ ume bakwa ndị niile na-ekwukwa okwu a ume ka Chineke continue kwa na-enyekwa unu strength because other is every day pụta ya na-ekwu okwu ị na-agbani nwa n'ebe a ga-eme ekwu for 2 hours mana unu na-anọrọ n'ebe a kwugide for 2 hours 3 hours unu na-agbani Chineke gozie unu Chineke baa unu ume mana asị m ka m kwutukwa nnọọ jitụkwa ajụjụ ka ọ na-abụ nnọtụkwa njụtụkwa ajụjụ na-ajụkwa ndị a niile si na Simon Ekpa bụ problem ha IPOB a niile a jeleba witness na Finland ndị nke a niile nọ na ụlọ nọ na Nigeria bụ ndị nke nọ na Biafra land that's nke si na ebu mmadụ abụchi fearless IPOB na ya nọ na homeland na ya bụ next from anili ha nche niile na-eme ọnụ gwa ka ezi ebe ha nọ ha jezere kpọpụta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Time has come ebe Simon Ekpa problem Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ji opụta ho ogini ka ha na-emezi the worst part of it na ha pụọ na media we are there in the media I'm not seeing them anymore I'm not seeing them anymore na media keze be fa see Febezene kpọpụta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ebe bụ na ha silent go Simon Ekpa tinye na nga time has come for them to come and bring Mazi Nnamdi out amazi mi fifa na echezi ife abụ ihe na-agbamanya mmiri since ọ na-agbamanya mmiri amara m ndị a adịe for Biafra adịe for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ka bịara ka ha megide anyị amara m nnesi anya mpụta na Facebook m sacha adị m afụsịkwa these people nje chọgharịa na YouTube adị m afụsịkwa these people ama m ha chọrọ ka ha si na-etizie onye ọbụla ka ha Mazi Nnamdi ka ekwudebezie Mazi Nnamdi Kanu n'ụwa I don't know I don't understand them ọsọ bụ ihe si ka ntị o ama mma nwa m ọtụtụ okwu because obi adịrọsị m mma atọọrụ
Thank you, my sister. You have spoken well. Ajoge the very, very genuine. Okay, Mazi Simon Ekpa not here. Onye ọ na-eti mgbu Simon Ekpa. As if na Simon Ekpa no chifu ụzọ. Simon Ekpa apụgo na. Go from the way. It's almost 8 months or 10 months or 12 months now. Getting to 1 year now. It's not there. Fanchai disappears here. As you know, Simon Ekpa the hip of the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa, I'm gonna pop that in the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can imagine, Kita the Google protest. It is only an outsider. Pressure Kita and from outsider. And when the pressure not there from Biafran people at all to Nigerian government, not even one pressure. There is no single pressure coming from Biafran people. The pressure we are getting, the first time it was somebody from Plateau State that called for protest. Now, Omoyele Sowore is calling for protest.
Ndị ba any excuses. People business along. People business
not on phone to come out. But any excuses. But in the Switzerland. If all the amazing they don't even make any effort.
Chinas and worry them.
Chinas and worry them. What the post if you had a post, no plan, nothing towards the reach of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Ima powerful every time. Ima powerful in your press release. Nothing like Anyamazi me powerful at this window. Where are all of them?
And when if they came up powerful, all these people just came all because the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in here now. All before, when you not report the case, your Mazi Nnamdi Kanu report. How can you be talking about an invisible person? And when you not saying more powerful, if you know him before, have you ever seen him before? I'm
a come.
Oh.
I'm a come.
Someone ended that in language of your powerful, nothing like that. You don't just report somebody. Each you report, call somebody you can call and interview the person. Address here. How can you be an invisible person representing Biafra? Biafra was invisible something. So, but because of the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had run now, that's a press release won't get like they suit in the government in Nigeria. So if all open, they will post it. If all open, they post it. But then someone you can't post those things now. You can't post it because nobody will pay attention to it because they know that they are not in charge. It is sad, but we must continue.
Okay. Mamalo.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your contribution. Thank you, my sister. You're welcome, Bro Greg. You're welcome. Good to have you, Bro Greg. Bro Greg, are you there?
Mazi. Yes, Mazi. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Go ahead, my brother.
Yes, I greet Biafrans, the listeners, and all the Biafrans all over the world. My greetings to you. Thanking God for all our lives and His mercy upon us as we continue fighting for our freedom and face the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is 5 years plus. He is suffering just because of us and just because of the people he loved. He called my people. I am fighting for the freedom of my people, said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we call God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for us. Father, may you fight for him. May you fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is fighting for his people. The people you are asking him to go and fight for, to liberate them from the bondage of the enemies. We call upon you not to abandon your son. He is not there because he wants to be rich. He is not there because he wants fame. He is not there because he hates anybody. He is fighting for the freedom of his people and the freedom of even all those Nigerians that are in bondage. And because of that, he will not die in the cage of the enemy. You will not allow him to die in the hands of the enemy. You will succeed him. You will make him to overcome. You will heal him from any kind of infirmity or poison that they have afflicted on his body. Because that is your word. That even when your children eat poison, they will not die. And when they are sick, they will be healed. And that spirit is what we are calling upon his head. That no poison will kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that is your word. And no sickness from any how that will kill him, because you are able to make a sick man to be healed. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be, his case will not be different. We don't trust in medication. We trust in you, who give the physician the wisdom to produce any medicine to heal. You are the doctor of all doctors. May you visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and heal him. And remember your son, Simon Ekpan, who have come out to support what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out for. Never abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Never abandon Mazi Simon Ekpan. Be their pillar and their refuge, and deliver them from the hand of the tyrants. This we ask today through Christ our Lord. Amen. Yes, Mazi, I will first start to say, any person that is willing should join the protest that is coming. As you have announced the date, you said it's 28th of October. That should be in 10 days, if I might be right, or 11 days from today. It is a pity that this call is coming and people who are supposed to react are not reacting. But to be honest with you, I know that most of them cannot react, they cannot support, because onye gbara mmadụ egbe anaghị agba ya mbọ. You cannot expect Hope Uzodimma to come and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free. You will not expect Soludo, a propaganda professor, to come and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free. Don't expect Mba, who will be a witness, who have been calling for the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to come and say he want to join. Don't expect Umahi. Don't expect Obi. I will tell you in the side of Obi before anything. I will continue to talk about Obi. He is my namesake. I don't hate him. I love him. But where somebody is not doing it well, everybody that have been supporting Obi, at the end of the day, they will withdraw. I will start from the man that he had problem with, Father Mbaka. Withdrawed his support. And even when he was coming out for presidency, he said, if Igbo people are looking for somebody who will fight for them, it's not Obi. But people never take his prophecy every time serious. Why I'm saying this is a pity, I have to say it. I started following Mbaka since 2003. When Obasanjo want to come out for third term, he prophesied coming out of Obasanjo in third term And he told him that he would try to come, but it will not work for him. And he talked about Chimaroke, that if there will be election in Enugu State, Chimaroke will not win. But there will be no election. I'm just quoting him. And when he came in the town of Jonathan, he threw his weight in Jonathan, and Jonathan messed up, disappointed. And the Obi's own again, he come out and he's saying, Igbo should look for somebody who is bold, not Obi. Obi cannot do it. And that is perfectly, any person that is watching it will testify to that. Number one.
Obi is just a puppet.
Number one. Obi denied Biafra from the day one that Biafra is dead. It's only a fool will come out and make, even though you're not supporting that, you cannot say that he's dead. Something that you watch the Igbo people, if there is any family in Igbo land, if they are 10, 8 or 9.5 will be supporting it. And you come and say he's dead. That is show you he's nobody. That is number one. Number two, he did not call for Obi release until he lost the election.
Yes.
Buhari, before Buhari come out for election, Buhari said, Boko Haram nominated Buhari and said Buhari should come and stand for their negotiation. That means they have the same ideology. That is 100%. And before Buhari come out for another election, he come out and say any attack on the Boko Haram is attack on the whole North. And these are terrorists. He was not afraid to stand for his people, even though what they are doing are evil. Obi denied killing the Igbos who were protesting for Biafra, even when they did not have any gun. They were killed and thrown in the river. Obi denied. When he want to come out as a president, he come and tell them on the radio that he dealt with them. These are the kind of people that people are following and saying Obi, Obi, Obi. So the point I'm trying to make, if any person is expecting Obi to come out to say that Obi we acknowledge the coming to march for it is not. I told you about 2 days ago, I say Obi want to change in Nigeria, but he doesn't want to take risk. And the kind of info in Nigeria is only people who have the mind of revolution. If somebody like this guy that is calling for this march of Nnamdi Kanu is real.
Exactly. Omoyele Sowore.
Actually, if he's real for Nigeria or for change of Nigeria, these are the kind of mind. You cannot call for to fight with demon and be gentle. It's not possible.
At all.
It's not possible. Even Christ say it is by violence you can take those evil from those violent people.
Absolutely.
So, any person that is following Obi is making a mistake. They killed the people who followed him the last election in Lagos, destroyed their shops, killed them. And those people died in vain. Those poor people, they died in vain. I'm just bringing us points for you to know what is happening in Igbo land. How did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Fanambaka have problem? When Uche Mefo were sending people to go and do protest, and they were killing them, shooting them, Maga come out and said, you should stop sending people out to go and die. Stop it. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, we sit at home.
Yes.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out.
Stop this protest in Biafra land. No more protest.
In Biafra land. Yes. So this is where they got the problem. Any person that is following the event and what have been happening in Biafra land. So what I'm trying to say is this. All these people you are calling cannot come out. And any person that wants to change that country, that does not have the mindset of Nnamdi Kanu, who is not afraid to die, cannot change it. Christ say, if you are not warm, you have to be cold. You can't be in between. Either you are warm or you are cold. So if you are not one, they will spit you out.
Yes, you can't be lukewarm, either hot or cold.
Yes. So it makes no sense. Any person that following Obi, he will not get anywhere. And look at Andy Okeke. Andy Okeke is no more getting along with him because Andy Okeke was disappointed after those election, and they will did not do any action. Today, Andy Okeke say he's completely disappointed because he couldn't watch Obi tolerate the humiliation of the Igbo people in every part of Nigeria, and the people are following him as Igbo person, and they ask you not to follow him as Igbo, that he is in Nigeria. You can't have such mind and change a country like Nigeria. It is impossible.
Impossible. Very, very impossible.
So now let me come to the what you said about the people. What do you call him? Omoyele Sowore, that is calling for this revolution, that for this protest to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Can that surprise you that why people are being very, very skeptical about it is this? You remember that Fani Kayode did not, Omoyele Sowore did not follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a Fayode. Kani Fayode followed him.
Yeah.
MMK. Did it surprise you that today he never make one word about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, he deviated to APC. So Omoyele Sowore should understand it, that we are following him does not mean that we have that trust, because every betray that have been betrayed the Igbos and the Biafran have come from the Yoruba. That is obvious. If this so-called Fani Kayode we are real, Fani Kayode is supposed to be in the forefront for this kind of protest, but not knowing that he was sent from the prison to follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and got a lot of things for him to deliver to Buhari. If any person who wise must know that. So that will show you that when people started talking about they don't trust the man that is calling for the protest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people should not get those people, should not be angry with them. But because things are happening to the Biafra and to the Igbo people, that when people are coming out, we will open shine our eyes to know whom we want to follow and how we want to follow you. But in this very protest, as I say it, either it's for good, for whatever interest, let that protest be done. Only open your eyes as you are going for that protest. That is my call for everybody that's going. But to go, yes. And on the side of Wazirike, I said it. I said it in the Twitter. Wazirike should be a true elderly person. All this, if you can start from today, stand for Biafra, stand for Mazi Nnamdi, stand for Simon Ekpa. His eyes supposed to be open by now. If Mazi Nnamdi is looking for fame or for money, by now he must have been free. Was supposed to know it? The same thing with Simon Ekpa. So he should know that the Biafra we are talking about is not just play. Mazi Nnamdi did not come out to play. He have tried. What he's supposed to do now is to support and fight for them on the ground, not coming out and criticize or talk about violence, who is violence and who is not violence. There is no agitation in all over the world that they will not call you criminal or terrorist or anything, even when you did not do anything. In that video, he was saying that those people did not do anything, but they were killed. And that is why he had to beat you today. Because he knows that those people who are following him, they were killed for nothing. So why are they charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa terrorism when they have not done anything? He is a lawyer, knowing fully well that we have right to defend ourselves. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa did not come out and start shooting anybody. They never do that, and they never call for that. So I want him anytime he's coming out, he should seize that word. I will be coming, but as long as it's not for violence. We never call for violence. No Igbo or Biafra man have called for anything violence. Never. Started for the time, even Ojukwu started it. So he should always remember that Igbos never call for violence. All over the world that they will bear it. Nobody. Even the Jewish people that suffers in the hand of Hitler did not go to this extent. After Nigerian Biafran war, Gowon said he stopped the war. They stopped the war, and there's no vanquish, no victory. And they pronounced reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction. None of them happened in Igbo land. And you pronounce this word and you seize all the Igbo Biafra money and get them 20 pounds. And this is the person who call for rehabilitation. People will go for rehabilitation without no money. People will go for reconstruction and reconciliation without no money. And from there, they started the deceiving of the Biafrans. And Biafrans struggled for 20 pounds. And they started growing, and started, instead of them to rebuild Biafra that they destroy, Biafra started rebuilding Nigeria with their 20 pounds. Rebuild Abuja with 20 pounds. Rebuild Lagos with 20 pounds. Rebuild Kaduna with 20 pounds. And today, instead of those reconstruction, rehabilitation, and whatever they call it, they started destroying the Igbos and their business and their properties all over Nigeria again, and started humiliating them again. And they forgot the promise, what they promised them before they stopped Nigerian Biafra war. Instead, they grow again and they begin again, killing them, destroying their properties all over Nigeria. And they want us to keep quiet, and they want us to remain in Nigeria. It is impossible. So the earlier they know it, and if we are coming to support the protection, do not think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not fight for his people. He will, and it is right, it's law that he will fight for his people. So the earlier Nigerians know that they do the right thing, the better for them. And if Wazirika is coming, he should not think that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out tomorrow, Mazi will just go inside his house and sleep. As he is sleeping now, not fighting for the free. He will not do that. He will continue the fight. The fight, not that he will come into radio to do all those things again. No, that level have gone. But will he stand for Biafra? That is 100%. So I want to encourage any person who is on this battle to continue, and those who will support this call for protest to continue and open your eyes. As long as you are dealing with any person that calls himself, continue calling himself a Nigerian. That is my submission. Thank you, Mazi. Choose, and God bless Biafra.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. You have spoken very well, and I agree with you 100% in all that you have said. I agree with you. You have spoken very well on that very. When it comes to the trust of Omoyele Sowore, we don't even trust we don't trust anybody except ourselves. It's not just about our emotion. We don't trust anybody except yourself. You yourself. We don't trust it except ourselves. So all we have to do is that whenever an opportunity presents itself, we tap into that opportunity and do whatever we can. Just like Mazi Nnamdi said in one of his brokers that he will support anything that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. He will be part of it. So we know we don't trust ourselves, let alone people who know that somebody will know that he's from another region that is somehow compromised. But in the case of Omoyele, we can even give it to him. We can give it to him when he said that Omoyele somehow have inclination with Biafra. Omoyele is an Ijoman. He's an Ijoman with Yoruba connection or somehow. As he has explained to somebody, he's an Ijoman. So in other sense, even if you look at it very well, if worse comes to worse, when something comes, he can choose to be a Biafra or choose to be a Nigerian. But that will not deceive us. We are focused on our request. We know what we want, and whatever, when that thing is being thrown up, we know where to face and what to focus on, what to go for. We are going for our nation. And that's all. For those who believe in their so-called one Nigeria, when they throw something that we know we can be able to tap into, we tap into it and we go ahead. So wherever you are in Abuja, just like my brother Greg says, I know that those criminals will never, ever, ever, ever do anything. They wouldn't even talk. And in one of the interview of Omoyele, I don't know whether if I will get that interview. In one of the interview, he said when they were asking him about the Igbo politicians that go in the morning to ask for freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at night they go and say hold him. And there was one statement he made. He said, in this call for protest, any politician, any governor that refused to come out and show his presence, it means that these are the people who go in the daytime to call for his release, and in the night they go and say a different thing. That it will be a clear statement of their unseriousness. And I agree with him. Why we are doing it, just like my brother Greg says, we keep our eyes open. Our eyes have to be wide, wide open. Nobody should be deceived. Nobody should deceive you. Trust only yourself. Nobody should deceive you. In this very cause we are, there is no permanent friend and there is no permanent enemy. Wherever there is a chance for us to tap into, we tap into it, get what we want, and out we go. That is it. My brother Ocean, are you there? If Ocean, if you're there, unmute yourself and speak to us. Let's hear you, Ocean.
Yeah, they will must choose survival.
Hello, my brother.
I greet you. Take him and one them.
Glory be to God. Thank you so much.
Man, Olisa wale yo jirinine. Wale yunzunando. Omale yamma. Apuje lai wana why. They will. Your topic this morning is very awesome because I'm a clear roadmap on what is going on. First of all, Biafrans, I greet you according by your time zone. I've said it in so many forums concerning the words of Omoyele Sowore. God have chosen to use Omoyele Sowore to the quest of Biafra, quest of freedom of our leaders, and our voice shall be heard. I call it a divine call. Most of us may not understand that call, the deep meaning of that call. You just touch it a little bit, Mazi, to survival just now. Because I've said this in many forums, that in days to come, this call will unveil a lot of things concerning the incarceration, detention, and kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In days to come, people's eyes and ears will begin to open more, and their sense of reasoning will begin to understand the deep meaning of the thing that they could not understand in this our freedom fighting, and in the kidnapped of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and that of Simon Ekpa. Listen, dear friends, we saw some of them who have called release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, give me Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do this and that, in the afternoon and in the morning. But in the night, what do they do? What is their actual utterances to the presidency, to the president, to the attorney general, to the judges, and every concerns in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa and that of Biafran movement? Today, the man in Asarok, the Tinubu that is not a Nigerian, the Tinubu that did not win election, the Tinubu that is a drug lord and condemned in America, the Tinubu who cannot travel to America, even as he stands today, he cannot go to UK because Pan-African people, Masenga, led by Masenga, have filed a very powerful case against him in UK and that of human rights. This Tinubu have infantry on his speech to mention IPOB and attach wrong name to that. In the 1st of October, on his speech,
yeah,
he attacked on wrong name to, and some of our people are wrong, dead in their brains. They never understand the deep meaning of that. And I say in some of my submissions that our people should open their eye for that man to make that statement. At the end, he first of all called Boko Harams, then he called IPOBs and tag that name. For him to mention that, there are more to that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his case is coming up. That man have given a coded message out there to those that they need to give coded message. God work in a mysterious way. Today, and a different body, different entity, Omoyele Sowore, God used his mouth, his mind, and his heart to call for this protest. And this protest did not just end at the way he called it. He did not just pronounce it and go and sleep like a politician. I cut my cap for Omoyele Sowore, and I want to tell Omoyele Sowore, if you're hearing Biafrans, trust me, for this for this jest that you made, this jest you made last about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, many of Biafran hearts, soul, and spirit you have won. You may like it, you may not like it, but this is pure and truth. Because what our elders, what our fathers, what our voices, those who we are looked upon and those we are counting upon, could not muster the courage to do, to say, they shied out of it. You, Omoyele Sowore, proving that those our leaders, those our elders, those our political elites, those big men that we look upon, that they are truly our enemy. And you, Omoyele Sowore, you are standing for us. As you have given us life to breathe, we will give you life. Take it or you leave it. Either your call is political or natural or pure. For you to muster that courage and do that, you have spoken volume. And I want to thank this barrister of courage, this courageous barrister. I really want to thank you. Many have said some words that are not supposed, even from Biafran mouths, but I've said it in many forums that we should tread with caution where some of the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. Aloye Jimako, you are a man. Aloye Jimako, may your days be long.
See?
When this call comes, you are the first person that said you stand. That you stand and you stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is your client. It's a special thanks to you. You made the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be won in 2 different courts, even that of appeal court. Your efforts speaks volume and your works are very notable. I remember your stand of that judgment that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no case and shouldn't be tried in any way. But I don't know what happened lately when too many sounds, new advocate of Nigeria comes in, maybe under pressure or what, but that is a story of another day. And I want to thank, special thank to Wazirike as well. Wazirike, since you made this last utterance you made about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that last video, and you said what you told Aloy Ejimako in secret, you have proven that you're a lawyer, you are a very brilliant lawyer, that they should have not even accepted that second trial. And you made bold that anywhere in Nigeria that are going to protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you must be there. Wazirike, you are a father. Wazirike, you are a Biafran. Wazirike, for this call, we begin to have some level of trust and believe in you. And I want to plead with you to continue to do that. And I plead to Biafrans as well. All his speech, in anywhere you found some hiccup or whatever, we must have to have a room to address that, not in other way. We must have to have an amicable room. Transmit while speaking that did not go down well with you. Fine. We must have to have a very respectful room to address that. If possible, we should leave that for now and focus on the main objective, which is this protest to Asovila, to Asorok, to presidency and president, so that when they pretend that they have not heard before about the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have not seen before, they have not perceived before, let us take it to their face, to their doorstep, to their mind at this time. Unless something drastically be done. Because the Biafrans have been pushed to the wall. We have been insulted to the highest of it. Some people, you see them, they are talking with smile on their face, thinking that it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But let me tell you, if this situation is not tackled with every severity and terminate this on Igbo people and continue, believe me, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, most of you politicians of the Southeast extraction go to other South. Believe me, you will be silent forever if Nigeria continue to exist. You can never, your words can never amount to anything, and you can't make any action because you have accepted it as your fate. But in the Igbo say that no sita at the man or the babu. If you can come that today and tell them that in the Igbo then they will know that the Igbos they used to know of old are still the same blood of today and in the days to come. That is what we are named for. In the case of these politicians, those so-called governors, some of them, apart from few of them, maybe Ugochinyere of Idato, apart from that man, before Victor May used to talk, but I don't know what went wrong with him. He used to be a fearless man. Before Abaribe we used to know him, but it seems they have gone mute. He couldn't understand himself again. Apart from Ugochinyere, who else? Now, talk about the governors because somebody will call all of them on phone. They call OT. He called Peter Mbo for Enugu State. The two other ones, I didn't hear him mention them. What was their response? It's a question. Now come to P2B. P2B, we know. P2B have run to Benue State, donated money. P2B have run to various parts of the north, give some speech, donate money. But this is his house. This is his domain. This is his blood. What is P2B saying? P2B have not said anything. I know that you're well learned, you're a man of wisdom. You have a very big sense of humor, but where is your voice today? There are some words that I will reserve, but Igbo man, Biafran blood, never behave in a chaotic manner. Because whether men will die, men will die. But it's how you die that matters. People, we don't want to believe and don't prove it to the world that you are not for your own people. You are not truly genuinely looking for a cause to maybe rebuild or reconstruct or make Nigeria better. We don't want to believe that you are being used by Britain and by some big forces that are holding Nigeria. Because P2B, you have won election in two occasions. You have won with Atiku Abubakar. It was robbed of you. You did nothing. That I will not blame you so much because Atiku was there. Buhari robbed it from you. Now, in the second time, you and the what do you call him, Dati, P2B won squarely, and you was robbed at the time. At midnight, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, early morning, they robbed you, took the election from you by Mahmoud, the INEC chairman, and gave it to was it I think Buhari then or Tinubu, I forgot. But what do? The whole youth was boiling, and all of them staked their life, willing to die, willing to go to any length to restore you. But what did you do? You went to the mic and asked them that you're going to court, that everybody should go home. P2B, what have you achieved with that court today? What did you truly achieve with that court today? Absolutely nothing. And they are robbing you more on your face every now and then. P2B, because of you, Igbo are facing injustices. As I'm talking to you, right from that election to today, Igbos have been, bastardizing in many manners, treating them so badly, making them poor and poorer every now and then, taking their properties from them, destroying their properties and their livelihood today. P2B, you knew about it. The whole world knew about this thing that I'm talking. It's all all over social media. When people were celebrating their Christmas on 24th, 25th, Tojo Nigerian custom stormed Tojo market in Lagos, taking all the properties of Igbos. These are goods that came from port, back in the warehouses. Today, they are demolishing houses in their thousands, in their numbers, properties of Igbo, taking it from them. Every market now today is either in burning fire or is being taken over. Every business of Igbo man. P2B, what have you say? You are very mute. And we know why, though we know that they hate us so much, they have found the avenue, the reason to hate us the more, to do many harms to us. But people that are supposed to be at the forefront of it, talking. You're not talking. But when it happened to Fulani, you will run there and yab your mouth and donate. When it happens for Yorubas, you will show your concerns. But to the Igbos, people will be, you are deaf and dumb. Very bad. Very bad. Very bad. We know that you have done good in the past. But if you don't compromise it today, then you nullify those good things in the past. My fellow Biafrans, my fellow people who love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some of us are in spirit with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that DSS dungeon. Some of us are in Finland prison with Obatu Ibie in our spirit. It is another time, another day, another appointment. Whether you're a politician, whether you're a businessman, in any form you found yourself, you, the lover of Igbo, you who believe in justice, in freedom, in equity, a day have been fixed. 20th of October, make your way to Abuja. I believe that you will strongly be protected. If Atiku Abubakar can be there, can agree to join. Omoyele Sowore himself, standing, think about the people that will come. Nobody will fire a shot to these protesters. It's a peaceful protest. If you want Zurike, will be there. Nobody will touch you. Let us come out. We have done it before. At this time, we need to do it. Let it be open, because the world will watch. The world media will be around. They will force themselves. Either you call them or you don't call them, they must come. The national TVs will be there. A lot of internet will follow up. Come out. Get yourself prepared. Come out. Do this peaceful protest. Do some of you that want to that have never been in Aso Rock before, this will be your great opportunity as well to near the Aso Villa. At least to write your name in gold, to write your name in that book of record. Dear friends, those who cannot go, those who are in diaspora, support those that are at home. Those who want to go, support them whichever way that you can support them. If there's any forum that will be said by the USB government or whichever, direct or indirect to support, it's going to be advisable as well, because at this time we have to prove ourselves again. Just like Mazi Nnamdi said, we are fighting this, our freedom, in multi-dimensional way. God have opened another way, and we have to speak and speak boldly. Thank you much to Survivor. It is a great time. You are one of the persons that I respect so much, and Biafrans respect you as well. Very matured, very articulative, giving words the way they're supposed to be as an elderly man. I wish some people, and I wish some people that are on this media, maybe before and now, should emulate this move of yours. Thank you. May God bless you. I'll be at the background while listening.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have spoken well. We appreciate you for that word of encouragement. And you have just said it. Everybody should come out and air their opinion. Everybody should come out and support the protest. On the 20th of October, 7 a.m. dot in Aso Villa. This one is not a street protest, so it's a protest. And the major actors in this protest is going to be politicians. Politicians. They are being called. Omoyele Sowore have gone ahead to call them one after the other. And we are following up on the response. Hopefully by tomorrow, or this evening, I'm going to play one of the interviews where he mentioned the people he has called on phone and what their response is. Let's hear from our brother Christian. We are here and we are running out of time now, and let's see how we can be able to cover up. My brother Christian, take the mic and speak to us while we try to round up.
Okay, Mazi, Chief, morning.
Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, so okay, since you are closing already, I'll just say a couple of things. Like we also said yesterday that we must support Omoyele Sowore on this move. It's a milestone project, and the whole thing is a win-win situation because I've tried to analyze it, the do's and don'ts, the advantage and the disadvantage. So it is a win-win, regardless what happened before or after. It's a win-win. So every Biafran must support it. And for those who are smart and who are able to read the sign of the time, they're doing well. Like Atiku, I've just seen yesterday that Atiku has endorsed it, right?
Yes,
So,
definitely.
Yeah. So it clearly means that, because I said this, this evil criminal drug baron, Tinubu, he missed his opportunity, should I say that? Yes. He has been in a position in the past when he went through similar situation and he understands what it is, what it's all about. And for him to have come in after about 2 years now, and he failed to do the right thing, because what he was supposed to do was sit down with Nnamdi Kanu, negotiate, talk it up, and at the end of the day, you might just, okay, let him go. He can go back to wherever, Europe, and sit down and take care of himself medically. Nobody expecting Nnamdi Kanu to come out today and begin to shout on radio Biafra anything. No. He will continue to do what he's going to do, but it's not going to be the same because that ship has sailed, completely sailed. He has done this job. He has put it out there. It's like a seed planted. He has long germinated. So his job is done. Tinubu is supposed, if he and his handlers, if there were any intelligence in them, they should have done the right thing. But he missed the opportunity. Now Atiku has come in to delegitimize and to legitimize the cause, the purpose of freeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the initiative was Omoyele Sowore, who has demonstrated his genuine affection, his genuine friendship with Nnamdi Kanu. You don't have to agree with somebody 100% to work with them, okay? Exactly. You don't have to. But you also cannot insist that you cannot insist that except you agree with somebody 100%. Therefore, no, it's not. That's not how it works. Because the thing is that so far we've seen the genuineness and the bravery of Omoyele Sowore. Yet we know that on in an area we have a fundamental disagreement with him. But it's okay. We can always talk it out because even himself have said in some occasion in the past that if he becomes president, well, that is hypothetically, but that he will just have to, which is just but normal, civilized approach to problems and issues. You give the people referendum. It's as simple as that. If the state wins, that is it. And if the leave wins, that is it too. We've seen that happen all over the world. Why must Nigeria case be different? That is the question people should be asking. Why must it be different? Now, we also know, of course, we know that they are never going to allow somebody with such civic understanding to be in a position of leadership. But my point is that, quite frankly, Tinubu has shown disappointment of the highest order, to continue from where the Fulanis left off because they gave him a command, and is now collaborating with the criminal Igbo and Biafran politicians to continue to stonewall. Even when the man has medical issue, he needs attention medically, they are refusing. So, quite frankly, we'll be watching to see what happened on that October. And frankly, Tiku, if Tinubu continue, well, like I said, he has missed it. Even from now on, he has missed the opportunity. So therefore, if Nigeria continues to stay in one piece, if it doesn't disintegrate before then, by the next election, the Igbos must speak in a very loud voice. That is that you, as a Yoruba man who understand, can't be doing this to Igbo people, given what is happening under your administration, the destruction of Igbo properties, the push for them to leave, that they are not this, that they are not that, and you did nothing, and you said nothing, and yet you are holding Nnamdi Kanu. If you so wish that they leave Lagos, if you so wish to stifle or marginalize them, why not leave their leader so that he can go and sort himself out with his people? But no. So obviously it will be demonstrated to him that he has failed and that we are turning our backs on him. If Nigeria continue to stay in one place, the Igbo should this should be a pressure on him moving forward, because Atiku is a candidate for the next election, 2027. Atiku is a candidate, and he is, as a smart guy, he's seen the opportunity out there. You cannot over 50 to 60 or maybe even more million people, you marginalize them, you maltreat them, you belittle them, you have absolutely no regard for them. You are holding the one that is their leader. Every Igbo man has interest of Nnamdi Kanu at heart. And you are doing all this, even when the man is sick, looking at him in the courtroom the other day, you can feel that he's not in a very good condition. But God is keeping him alive. So for Tinubu and his raw news, his people to be doing this, obviously, I don't see how Tinubu is going to succeed in Igbo land. No way. Even though he has now appointed another Yoruba man who is from Kogi, because all is in a bid to prepare ground for rigging. But trust me, he is not going to get the support of Ndibo because he has failed woefully. He has disgraced himself. Therefore, Atiku is seizing the moment. That is when somebody sees the moment. So we see what happens. And for sure, quite frankly, like I said, the man, I can only but give him, approval and respect. So that doesn't mean that we don't have that fundamental disagreement, but it can be worked out, and that is that, should I say, mutual respect that both of them, him and Nnamdi Kanu, has for each other. Because when they met in New York and in other several occasions, they understand quite well their position. There are various positions that it kind of is in odd, but at the same time, they respect each other's views and position. So I won't take too much of your time this morning. And thank you so much for keeping on. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for your wonderful.
Hello,
wonderful... Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Thank you so much for your submission. We appreciate you for that submission. Let's go to our brother Peaceman. Go ahead, Peaceman. Let's hear you, Peaceman.
Yeah, brother Chus. Good afternoon. Yeah. I heard all you people said. All you people said is that Sowore and Obi Ugwocha declare for support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free. I don't find anything bad there, and Atiku is also supporting for Nnamdi Kanu to be free. I am not against. But these people coming out now, most especially Atiku coming out to support for Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Did he want the Igbos to vote for him to become the next president of Nigeria? Because if Igbos are 100, maybe 50% can be smart, very, very smart. And I am one of them. People would think that maybe I will just come in the studio and be talking bullshit. I'm not coming here to talk nonsense. You understand? I am an Igbo man, originality. We shouldn't be emotional about all these people coming out. They want to support who is Atiku? Who is Atiku? Do you think Atiku?
Peaceman, Did you start the program with us? Did you hear
Yes,
the comment?
Yes, I started.
If you had the comment we were making before, we said we tap into the positive of everything that is coming. When it comes to who is who, whether you are serious, whether they are doing it for selfish interest, or we don't want to keep our attention on that. What we are focused on today is to gather as many momentum as we can to put pressure on the government on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If anybody decides to do it for his or her own political interest, we don't care. We don't want to know. Let's focus on that aspect that we can tap into. That is where we are focusing. Thank you, my brother.
We are taking the message, and we can see the way we will manage the messenger. But we are taking the message. The message is very important for us, my brother. Please let us, be more in unity, because this call is a divine. Let us see what we can achieve. Nobody is being emotional, and nobody will be emotional. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been long in detention, and Mazi Simon Eba.
All I have to say is that I have to say is that I'm not against all these things that the article is supporting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Really, but what I'm concerned as one Igbo, I need Biafra. Echi or Tan, I need Biafra, because all these protests, I am tired of it. Because doing protests for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out is not the best solution. The best solution, they should release him. They should just release him because he's not guilty. But protesting, they should release him. It looks as if he's guilty.
How do you suggest we put pressure?
No.
How do you suggest?
Let me just help our brother. Our brother, there are things you're missing out of here.
Let him not be that we are cutting him off. Let him not be we are cutting him off. Let him finish his listen. I just chipped in.
But that way shouldn't come out to the public. Protest is not begging. We're not begging.
That I want to talk. Let him talk.
Okay, now.
Okay.
Should I talk?
My suggestion is that whether they do the protest or they did not do the protest, I don't care. All I want, that man should be released because he's not guilty. You can't put somebody for 5 years. You can't put somebody for 4.5 years to 5 years now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been that place. People are dying. Police are killing. Soldiers are killing people in Igbo land. And Igbo people, none of them is standing up to make sure that these people, okay, our Biafran Liberation Army, we can't hear them again. We don't hear from Bituzo. We don't hear from General Gentle, Makeup. All these things is making me, every time I think about this, my brother. We cannot stay outside the country forever, my brother. We want to go back home. We are tired of all these protests. I think coming out to come and say he's supporting Nnamdi Kanu. I am happy that he's coming out. Let us see if the protests work for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Then I know that I am a fool, because this protest is not the solution. It's not the solution.
What is the solution? What is the solution?
Well, the solution is the judge to respect the law of the country, because if Nigeria have no constitution, the judge should have his own constitution, because Nigeria is a zoo. They have no constitution. They have no laws. How can you keep somebody here?
Wait. So if the judge doesn't do it, what are you going to do then? I'm asking you.
My brother, bro, listen. In Europe here. In Europe, nothing concern president or prime minister or vice president about what is going on in the court of law, because Tinubu have no right to tell the judge to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there.
But that's not what I asked you, bro. I say you because you would condemn. He said that is not the solution. So what is the solution? If they don't do what you are saying, what are you going to do? You what? Tell me what you. Yeah.
Well, I am not a violent man. You understand? And we have no enough soldiers now. We have no enough soldiers because it's not when our leader die, Nnamdi Kanu die, we will start to fight or to cause him. No. Now that he's still alive and he's there, they should bring him out. They should bring him out. Because if they don't...
Question is, what is your suggestion? What do we do? Now that we know that Nigeria is a lawless country, we have tyrants, they don't obey law. What do we do? And you said the protest is a waste of time. How do you mount pressure on the government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because only pressure can make them release him. What do you suggest we do?
Well, my brother, the only solution I want is that they should release him. That is all I want.
How do you want them to release him? How?
Okay, we got you. We got you.
Mazi, please let me add this little voice for what the man says.
Submission, please.
Mazi, you know, yeah, Mazi.
Let him conclude. My brother, Peaceman, please round up so that others can contribute. Go ahead.
They should release him. That is my opinion. I have many other, whether they are protesting or not protesting. Let me tell you, my brother, we shouldn't be deceiving ourselves. We have been protesting for a long time, and the soldiers and police are killing our people. Is it when they are going to Rock Villa?
My God,
my
brother, this thing you are saying now, my brother, please, one minute. This thing you are saying here, if you are truly a Biafran, if you live in Europe, if you know the difference between Europe and Nigeria in terms of constitution, human rights, and whatever, there are things you would have. I think you would have managed some certain words here. If you really understand the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you truly understand that it goes beyond judgment, it goes beyond jury system, it goes beyond law. It has to do with a lot of things. There are a lot of factors and forces that are involved. And how do you deal with them? We are not. This is not a common protest. It's not protesting in Aba or protesting in Igota or this thing. Protesting with the people, those that are supposed to protest. If this man were to come out for long, by now we would have not been talking this thing that we are talking. God have made this opportunity. Hold on.
Is going our leader out.
Just hold on, please. Hold on. This very movement of 20th.
One person to speak. The people are not hearing.
This movement.
You can come in. Go ahead.
Yeah, this movement of 20th. It is never like other protests. This is not a protest. It is not a common protest. This is a movement. This is a pressure. This is some force that will echo to the deaf, to the blind, to those who their noses are blocked. This is to the highest authority. And those who are concerned in world and world affairs will watch it go on. So my brother that spoke, this is not just a protest. And we urge every of our brothers to come out. Nobody is going to kill anybody. Nobody is going to fire a shot that day. And nobody is going to use any water to disappear anybody, to destroy anybody. We go there peacefully. Wazuki is going to be there. I think he's going to be there. Omoyele Sowore is going to be, and some of state House of Assembly members are going to be there. Senators and House of Rep members are going to be there. For sure, some governors may be there. If they're not there, the representative will be there. Some of the people that have good heart for Biafrans, friends, those in authorities, even the military, some of the generals, some of the DSS, they will be there in favor of Biafra. and this cause.
Okay.
So
I
there is nothing to be to yes. So thank you for this your yes now. So you can understand. Me, I feel what you feel. Everybody feel what you feel.
For putting me through now. I understand. Now you mentioned the people and the security members who are going there to bring him out. Well, there is no problem. I am in support of him to be out. I am in support of him to be out because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like a brother to me. I am not his biologically brother, but it's like a brother to me. Him being there for 5 years, it touches me. It touched my heart. It's like he have nobody. So these people not going there to go and protest for him to come out. I am happy for that. That is all I want. Let them protest and let them out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give up.
All Biafrans are on the same page. We're on the same page and we favor it. Let us move and move it fast. Thank you.
Bro, Christian, take the mic.
Yeah, Mazi Chus, like I always say that God is not going to come down from heaven
At all.
to do things, but He has the power to stir up stuff, right?
Absolutely.
And He's able to use. He's just God. So for me,
anybody, even the enemy.
yeah, and as for this other brother, is a symptom of a public forum. Anybody can come in and speak according to their level of understanding. That is fine because it's an open forum for everybody. So, but the thing is that again, I always say it as persons sabi rich, na so they talk or na so they think. This protest that is coming up is going to create a pressure. The likes people have never seen before. Why do I say that? Because again, Tinubu and his cohort, he feel like they've conquered heaven and earth, that they are very much in charge of everything, that the 2027 is a done deal, sealed, and completely over. But something is going to happen from this, and the level of pressure, because he feel like he has everything in his pocket. That's how I feel. I'm telling you that this is how Tinubu and his cohort, this is how they feel, that they've locked it up into their pocket. But with this from Atiku and Omoyele Sowore and so many others, now it's going to come to the realization that it's not over until it's over. So I will say it again, or should I just say it now, that the thing is, the protest may not necessarily mean that, but again, every options are there, open. He may even, before the 20th, because they have 16, something like that, they have the hearing. So, and the protest is 20th. You just never know. If they sense the pressure and what is going to result, the resultant effect of the protest, they can also surprise everybody and do a different thing. Now, but if not, I am just telling you that the pressure from now moving forward that Tinubu and his people are going to face, they will, they think, and they think not just long term, but they think consequentially about stuff going on, because Tinubu is demonstrating, and the Yorubas. Why do I say that? Because this Yoruba government, whether you like it or not, it is Yoruba government. The buck stops on his table. So people must continue to use our brain. The pressure is on them. If they don't do the right thing, we know that they're at war with us. I've said this severally. This is Yoruba administration. If he do or he doesn't do, it's on him, it's on them. So that is just much I can say for now. But we just have to urge our people to support the protest wherever you are. If it's possible, go there and support the movement. It's a peaceful one, and it can only create pressure and force their hand to do the right thing. Because Nnamdi Kanu is a just man, he's an innocent man. Court has set him free. Even court in Kenya has not only set him free, they compensated him for a crime that was committed at there.
Our brother have been cut off. So, cut off, maybe he's going to come in again. So, my fellow Biafrans, in this protest, this is an opportunity of a lifetime that you might not even get again. At this particular point that we are now, in this very pursuit of Biafra, this is an opportunity that is very rare. It is very rare to have this opportunity. Very, very rare to have this opportunity for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And every Biafran that hears this should key into it. This call is going to sound very, very loud. It's going to sound very, very loud. We have not had this opportunity before. We never had it. After they took away our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, every pressure on them died. Every pressure on Nigerian government was just having a free ride. They were just having a free ride. This is another opportunity to put them on their toes. Remember, government do not release their prisoners out of pity. There is no government in the world that will release their prisoner out of pity. They only release their prisoner out of pressure. That pressure can come from any angle, from any corner. And now that I have seen this pressure activated by Sowore, something that no politician in Biafra have the confidence to do. Just like my brother said here before, if we have gotten this opportunity earlier before now, I bet you Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out. This is not just a protest in the street, a protest direct to Asarok. Cameras will be rolling. International communities will pay attention. All eyes with what is happening today between Nigerian government and the United States. The case that is already there. This is a pressure to, this is what we call pressure. This is what we call pressure. We have not had it like this for a very long time. Now that we have the opportunity, everybody should key into it, even if you're not in Nigeria. Just like Sowore explained in one of the interviews he was granted. Wherever you are, if you can protest on your own, get a flyer, even an independent protester, go to the embassy in the country where you are, raise that banner on that day, 20th. That day, 20th, also collide with the NSAS Remembrance Day, the day they murdered people, innocent people, because of protest. So that is the Remembrance Day for NSAS. So it has to be a global one, marching direct to Asarok. Those who cannot go to Abuja can do their own in their states. Those abroad can do in embassies abroad. It is another massive move, more especially for the fact that the politicians are in the front line. Even if not all of them, the few names that are going to be there. Even if they're not there, the few names that have given their voice, that voice they gave will draw attention. It doesn't matter whether they are serious. It doesn't matter whether they are doing it for their self-interest. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? All we want is something that is going to take us to the highest level. When you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court with his face swollen, what can you do to bring him out there? That should be the question that brought you. What will you do that will turn the hand of time? We know that Nigeria is a lawless country. You don't talk about law within Nigeria. The only thing that works in Nigeria is pressure. Either political pressure, either pressure of a group, agitating group, either armed pressure, economic pressure. And all this way, we know the person who has been on the economic pressure was Mazi Nnamdi. When they were all crying, they cry and cry and cry. If there is nothing again Nnamdi can do, he will just put sit at home. And that's it at home. Whenever they hear it, they become restless. When they hear it, they become restless. Every month begin to talk. And they will ask, why is he putting sit at home? He will say, the reason is to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is dying. But we have lost that pressure. And today, Chukwu Okeke have used another person to activate something somewhere. It doesn't matter whether the person believes or not. It doesn't matter. We tap into the positive of that thing he wants to do. Tap into it. Support it. And I bet you it is going to sound very loud. While we wait for the cut off Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 16th. And that is how it's supposed to be. We don't just relax. This is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing. Whenever they give whenever after they go to court and they give their verdict, he increase the pressure. Whenever they go to court and they make their adjournment, you don't say because they promise you something. You will continue to increase the pressure until you get a result. Consistently increasing pressure. So wherever we get that pressure, wherever the pressure comes from, we embrace it. We embrace it and use it to our own advantage. Wherever it comes from, we embrace it and use it to our own advantage. And that is what we are going to continue to do until we get to the right place where we need to be. So my fellow Biafrans that have been with us on this program, I appreciate every one of you as we have dealt with many important things. And before we go into our closing remark, let me speak more on some kind of what this silence of the Igbo politicians is causing to us, more especially. The defending silence of the Igbo leaders. This silence is a serious betrayal. Serious betrayal. They have become so silent that even other regions are noticing it. It is now other regions. You could imagine the other protest was by a northerner from Plateau State. Now, another brother, even though he's a Biafran somehow from a job and he speaks Yoruba, much more, I think his parents is much more inclined to the Yoruba section, and he is one Nigerian is calling for a major protest, a mega protest to answer up directly. While the Igbo politicians are silenced, the same leaders who enjoy their positions because of the sacrifice of the people have refused to stand for justice. Why? Do you ask yourself why? Why are these Igbo politicians so reluctant? Why are they don't want to do anything? There is no other reason than the fear of losing their political favor in Abuja. They want Abuja to favor them. That is why even the idiot in the House of Rep was called by Sowore, and he's given the excuse that he's traveling to London. That they should calm down. He's going to meet the Attorney General. Nonsense and rubbish. Simple for the fear of losing political favor in Abuja. Fear of being labeled separatist. Even when somebody who became a president spoke on behalf of Boko Haram, but your brothers that are fighting for legitimate purpose, which is a right supported by international law, African Peoples and Human Rights Law, supported by Nigerian law, you cannot speak for him. You are afraid they will call you a separatist. Another thing is greed, selfishness, and moral weakness. It is so much in the kind of leaders that you say you have. Political idiots, the intellectuals from Igbo land, they are the worst of the worst. They are at the bottom of all. But history records everything. While they sit in comfort, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, their own brother, languishes in chains for defending same people they pretend to lead. The people are watching, and time will judge every man's role in this very injustice that we are seeing today. The hypocrisy of the international community also is another thing that must be paid attention to. The United Nations, the EU, the UK, the US, all preach democracy, all preach human rights, yet they remain silent while a man is abducted, tortured, and held unlawfully. Why? Ask yourself why. Why? Because of geopolitical interests. Because of geopolitical interests. Because Biafran's freedom threatens the economic and political status quo that benefit powerful nations. That is why they will never talk. That is why they pretend as if they're not hearing it. That is why genocide in Biafra land is not seen as genocide. Human rights abuse is not seen as human rights abuse. Because of their own geopolitical interests. Because they feel that Biafra threatens the economic and political status quo that benefits them, where they can come and take our resources free without measurement, where nobody will question them, where they will be in control of the economy, the resources of the country. But the hypocrisy of these world powers will not last forever. Just as South Africa apartheid was once supported by the West and later condemned, the Biafran freedom struggle will one day be recognized as a just and legitimate fight for self-determination. We must not look back. The 20th of October protests, a turning point for every one of us, a turning point for international community, a turning point for those who pretend not to know what is happening. Omoyele Sowore, an activist and a politician, and other freedom advocates have called for a major protest on October 20th. A protest against injustice, against corruption, against the oppression of all freedom fighters in Nigeria. It is not just about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Against the intimidation of the Igbos, the abuse of the right of the Igbo people. This is not just a Nigerian protest. It is a Pan-African protest to justice, for human dignity, and for the right to speak without fear. Every Biafran, every loving freedom fighter, everyone that loves freedom across the world or in Nigeria, and every human rights defender must see this as a moment of unity. Because if we remain divided, tyranny wins. But if we rise together, the government cannot silence us. Never, never, ever. They will never. They're going to try, but they will not succeed. We call on the conscience of the world. The world must know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's voice is not a crime. He has not committed a crime. Biafra demand is not rebellion. It is not rebellion. It is a demand for justice and self-determination. Silence is no longer an option. Let every church, every mosque, every journalist, every politician hear this truth. To keep quiet while injustice reigns is to side with oppressors. When you keep silent, you are siding with the oppressor because it is not your tribe, because it's not your brother, it's not your wife, it's not your husband, it's not your leader. You don't want to speak. It's a question of time it will get to you. Question of time it will get to you. To the Igbo leaders, you have failed your people and you know it. But it is not too late to redeem your honor. Speak up before history records your silence as betrayal, which we already recorded. This is an opportunity for you to redeem yourself. And to the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, no government wins against the truth. You can imprison a man, but you cannot imprison an idea. To the international community, your silence speaks louder than your words. History will remember your inaction as complicit in injustice. We always know that they come late. That was how they waited and waited until genocide happened in so many places. In Rwanda, they were waiting until it happened. In Kosovo, they were waiting until it happened. The same thing, they allowed Southern Sudan to kill themselves before they come up. History will remember your inaction as complicity in injustice. To the Biafran people, every one of us will have to stand firm, stand united, stay peaceful. Our voice is our weapon, and our unity is our power. Wherever you are as a Biafran, do not relent in your effort to support this move. It is time for us to take the bull by the horn. Use every single opportunity to our own advantage and never look back. We are going to be going on a closing remark. Let's hear from our brother Greg. Bro Greg, if you are still there, if our brother Greg is still there, you take the mic and give us your closing remark as we round up. Bro Greg, are you there? Are you still there, Bro Greg?
Yes, I'm there, walking towards my car to go to work, and
I hope I'm not going to be noisy. So, yes, my closing remark is to encourage our people to stand on what they believe in and support any call that will be advantage to what we are doing. The call for protest to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a call that is advantage to what Biafrans are doing. Releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is releasing Biafra. It doesn't matter who make the call. So Biafran should stand up and support the protest and support the Biafra struggle anyhow they can. It doesn't matter how freedom comes. Anything that brings us freedom is what we are looking for. The Biafrans are not stupid. They know what they want, and they know who they will follow at any point in time. So, if any person calls for anything positive, whether for real or for pretense, as long as that person call, we will support that person for that particular call. When that person go wrong, we come out and we'll stand against whatever the person is doing. So
Absolutely.
that is what I believe. If you are doing good, we support you. If you are doing evil, we keep off from you. So for this, we support what do you call him? Omoyele Sowore or whatever. I don't know how to call that name. So we support him in that call. Let every Biafran support what is positive for what we are doing, because there is no other way we can be free except anything that will come from any angle that will support us. We stand for that, because this protest, the world will know that even when those conscious people from other tribes stand up for what they are doing to the Igbo people, the world will know that the cry for the Igbo people are real. They are not just crying. You can't deny a particular people everything and you ask them to keep quiet. It's not possible. You deny them religion, you deny them their culture, you deny them economically, you deny them politically, and you are sucking everything that every breed Nigerian government is having today. Call it from the resources, you get it from the Biafra, call it from the tax. If there is any taxpayer in Nigeria today, 90% come from the Biafra people in business. If there is any economy they're taking for resources, 90% come from the Biafra people, the resources. And you deny them to practice their religion freely, you deny them economical growth, you deny them their culture, you deny them politically. Everything that has to do with the human right, you make sure that you deny it the Igbo people and the Biafrans, only just because they are not the kind that we pretend. Even the politicians are pretending to get what they want. But the youths of this time said, no, we cannot accept it. We must be free, totally free from Nigeria. There is nothing called Nigeria that will stand in Biafra. We are free. We are not calling to kill Nigerians. We are calling them to go home as we are going home. That is our call. Thank you, Mazi. Choose and all the Biafrans. May we continue and doing what we're doing until the kingdom is there. God bless you, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that submission. Appreciate you so much. Peaceman, give us your closing remark. Peaceman, let's hear you before we round up. Peaceman, are you there?
No, brother. I'm there. Well, Biafrans, we are waiting on the 20th of October, and I think it's this month, so October this month.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So please, we should take heart and believe in Chukwokika Abiyama that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be out, and also our Prime Minister, Simon will be out. So we are all praying that we should hope in God that this protest is going to work fine for our leader to be out. And when he's free, we are free as Biafrans. So we will pack our load and go back to our country. So that is what I have to say. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother Peaceman. I appreciate you for that submission. Which will guide you, protect you also. Ocean, are you there? If Ocean is there, give us your closing remark as we're rounding up. Ocean, are you there?
Yeah, thanks. Choose, I will join you back. Please. Thank you.
Okay, I think Ocean is busy. You know, most of the time he joins us from work. So, my fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you who has been able to join us from the beginning of this program to the end. We have come to the end of the program. Wherever you have watched, there are a lot of things that we need to pay attention to. It's a time for us to put our heads together in unity, join one another, join our voice, add your own voice, share this very information through your own platform, create the awareness. Hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hashtag free Mazi Simon Eba. Send it across. Share the hashtag. Make the post with the pictures of our leaders. Just make the post every day in your platform. Share the program you just watched. Share it to family and friends. Share it to those who are close to you so that people will get awareness. These are things you can do to raise that pressure. Let us raise the pressure. Let us support the idea of protest in Asorok, not just in other states, in Asorok, where the whole evil is being planned. That is where the protest is going. So we must have to try as much as possible to key in. They may keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in chains, but they cannot change the truth. They may silence the leaders, but they cannot silence the people. 20th of October is not just another protest. It is a symbolic cry for justice, a reminder that freedom delayed is not freedom denied. The spirit of Biafra is alive. The world must choose to stand for justice or remain on the side of oppression. Biafra shall rise and truth shall prevail. Thank you so much for joining us on this very program. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program, wherever you are connected from. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect all of us. May Chukwu Okike Abiama lead us to our destination. May Chukwu Okike Abiama be our stronghold. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect our leaders, our Suda Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Eba, wherever they may be. We pray that they will be with us in a very short time, that they are going to join us, and we will rejoice, and we will have every cause to be with them and be happy once again that God have done it. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against us, the Biafran people, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. See you again later in the day, in the evening. I'm going to come back for the evening section. If you have time, join us again in the evening to continue on this very message. Thank you so much and stay blessed.